This league promotes finding diamonds in the rough, kids that didn't have an opportunity, they're on the wrong team, they had the wrong coach. If we can find those kids, which we have 20 of them now, that we build a team in 45 days.
I look at like the amazing facilities and like the coaching staff, like everything looked perfect for me.
It's kind of a no-brainer for me.
Here I heard was very professional, and I had absolutely no idea there was such a big hockey community.
Saw the amazing facilities here and coaching staff.
Felt like it was a good fit for me. I noticed my confidence got up.
I think the system starts with what you do off the ice, right? And that's been our biggest challenge, right? Is taking these kids from different places in the world, right, and bringing them in and trying to establish a culture. And it's been difficult, right, to teach discipline, to teach accountability, to show up on time, right? That's where it all starts. We have the resources that, frankly, other programs don't have, and we try to utilize them to the best of our abilities.
I mean, they'll help each individual out as well as like all team stuff. So they do a good job giving everybody what they need to get.
All right, here we are in Fort Wayne. It is a lovely 81 degrees outside, high of 88 today, and it was a little balmy, but we had a little rain, which was very unusual. I tried to go out and step in it to see what it was like, because we haven't had it in a while. So as it's hot outside, the action's going to be even hotter in here tonight as the Fort Wayne Spacemen premiere are hosting the Chicago Cougars premiere. We just got done watching the elite effort for both teams, the Fort Wayne Spacemen playing the Cougars as well on the elite effort. And now we're about to see the premiere, and it's going to be a pretty exciting matchup here tonight. First game of the season, homecoming here, so let's see if the boys can do it. Last time that these two teams met was on February 20th and the 21st. They both split wins there, so they know how to do it and they know how to lose it. So let's see if they can make something tonight and see how well this effort can be. And it is going to be a pretty exciting season, because you remember last year, last season, it was this year, your Spacemen went on to the Nationals again up in Utica, New York. And this is the beginning of how it all starts. And we're going to see how we come out here tonight, see how some of your returning players will play. Players like Alexis Toussaint has come back. Tucker Tone, pretty exciting player to watch. Brody Burge, Donald Spock, Jackson Cawthron. And we have some of the new players that's come along, and we got Maxim Mayak, and we have Jordan Nicolucci, I believe, will be starting tonight in net. We have defensive players out of like Quebec, Heracles Giddis. So some of the new names, we'll go through the whole names as the time goes on, but as the game goes on, but you know, like returning players, Aiden Byler, Thomas Chenet. All the names are here that know how to play this game, have played in the Nationals, and they're here to start this season out, and we are ready for some action. Eric, what do you think of tonight's effort?
I'm excited to see what the Premier can do. The Elite kind of came out a little flat. Tough first period for them especially. Hopefully we get a different trend here for Fort Wayne's Premier team. Yeah, let's see if I remember last year during the in the playoffs, and we were playing, I think, the Crush, and Premier was a struggle. I believe it goes into fourth period, and so the boys were playing up there in Chicago, got the loss on the Elite, and I gave them a phone call, said, hey, your family's here, man, and they beelined back, got here in time to support the Premier effort, and they got to really help push them to that win to go to Nationals. And here they are again. If you look out, we'll see all of the elite players standing and getting ready to watch the Premier being introduced to the ice. So pretty exciting to see a new season begin, the 2024-2025. And here we are for introductions. much I love the sound and playing of the national anthem. You'll get tired of me saying this for every game, because the symbol of that flag shows what we do, and it is a symbol of, we saw with the Olympics this summer, a symbol of victory. But really, it's also a symbol of sacrifice of those who gave so much for us to have the freedoms we have in this country, to enjoy such a great game of hockey that we get to see here, and all other sports throughout this country. We hear that singing or that playing, and we really like to give a shout out to those who have paid that price. But there is passion in that flag, and we're going to see that passion tonight, hopefully, in the premier effort. We're ready for puck drop. The Spacemen are about to play the Chicago Cougars.
Prime time on a Friday night. Pretty good crowd at the Ice House. What an environment.
There we go. The Cougars win the face-off. They throw it into the zone. Vachon picks up on the backhand. And here we go. Taking a look at ice, but it's turned over on point. Tone trying to get it going here. Cougars spoiling it. Across, looking to see if they dump in, but now turned over. And then skating hard up. Tone going after it, but it is played, and pushed off the play. Burge gets knocked off the play, hops up, still battling into the corner there. 2 Cougars versus 1, pokes it out. It's going to be kept. Still working in that corner. Tone comes out with it. He's unopposed. Feeds it across. Goes off the boards. Get us there. Now it is going for an ice against Chicago. Nope, wave, because Chicago gets back way ahead of Fort Wayne. With a shot high. Goes wide. And around it goes. Can it be picked up? And it is. Soft pass. Goes over to Lacey for Vachon. Now back over to Gittes. And here comes Chicago back on changes for the Spacemen. Chicago coming back. Get something going on their effort. Go to clear. Pass picked up. Goes far, but now it goes off a player, and it is kept. Chicago working. Feeds up point. Trying to get something across and hops over every stick, even Lacey's. Picked up Bonin there. Now turned over. Here comes Chicago trying to get something going there, and that's off the effort of Tumbring. Now skating back. Seiko with it. Off the stick rolls. And here we go. Spock with it now. Spock over to Bonin. Feeding it up off the boards, has to gather it up. And Chicago, will come out with it. Now here we go. Taking a look. Feeding across, but it's tipped out of play. It's going to be kept in. Scully with an effort. Takes a shot. It's a bouncer. Couldn't get the back door. And here come premier effort by Chicago. Trying to work it along the boards. They do get it out. Spock puts player. Gives Kiersha a chance to pick it up. Scully with it. Feeds it in. Around it goes. Throwing it back around. I believe that's Bergen Cotter. Going off 2 lists here for Chicago here. Yes, it is Birkencotter. Cawthorne taking a look up there in the paint. Puck's going to be picked up. Oh, goes across. Second effort was good for Spacemen. They couldn't get it on target. Now working in the corner of the backhand pass, and it's broken up. Chicago with it now. See if they hang on or they launch. Is out of there trying to get it going. Takes a shot and a save. Sam Burkall on the stop. Now picked up. Here come the Cougars looking strong. They're going to go now they're going to chip it up, get a change. Scully with it. It's trying to feed. Oh, got it through Burge. Puck. I don't know. That stick's still healthy the way that sounded. Scully picks up. Wellington there. Wellington goes down. He tried to change his footing there, and he lost an edge. He's still working, but coming back strong. The help there is Tone trying to feed it up front, and it's broken up. Scully there initially on the breakup. Burge with it now. Feeds it over. Scully with it now. Throws it away because he saw Tone right there. But now it's going to be picked up the defense there back of Austin Plummer. Wellington with it now. Thought about going over to Scully, but it would have been broken up. And it is taken away by Chicago, and they feed neutral. Tone with it now. Takes a hit, and it is going to be picked up by the Spaceman defense. Feeding up. Wellington there tips it up, and now retreating back to play it is Chicago off the hands of Plummer. Picked up. The puck's loose. Chicago with it. Oh, and it's going to be grabbed out of the air, but they'll say hi. or playing it with a glove. Not sure. Yep, hand pass.
Fast-paced start in this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Spacemen doing a really great job on the forechecks so far. They've been getting a lot of zone time. Some great opportunities.
Puck drop. Spaceman put it in the zone. And an icing, as Vachon had to come back and sell that one, and he was making the Cougars skate that one out by Orshev. All right, almost 1/4 of the period is in the books.
What have we had, 2 whistles so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good pace. Vachon taking a look, takes a shot. Lacey steps over, not to block it. Just enough for the netminder to pick that up. Or Beauville, I should say. He should be starting there. So far, I can't see down that. When they come down here, we got great vision. We have the safety netting, and we're the total opposite end. We're at the face-off circle in the Fort Wayne zone. The camera's in the middle, but where we're standing makes it a little hard sometimes. All right, so Vachon gets off the, looks like he hit Shanae, trying to dump it in. Turned over. Taking a look, going up, taking a shot. There's the effort there of Giddis. Here comes Chicago. Now they're coming in strong. Lacey's going to try to put it down, but not doing. Off the skate there. Oh, loose. Trying to feed it. It's up front. It's going to be picked up and a shot going, and it's broken up. Trying to get something there. Orshev on the attack right there, trying to push it out as Giddis. Giddis did well. Vachon will pick it up, coming off the corner. Taking a look, Chicago on the change. One pressure on a delayed offside as Muskovich, and they will go all the way. We saw that earlier with Chicago. They kept getting the delayed off, and they just kept playing. So maybe it's a strategy.
I don't know.
Doesn't hurt them. I mean, you're facing off, though. I mean, depending on what line matchups you have. Kept in. Face-off win. Mayuk with it. Or kept it in, at least. Still working along the boards. Oh, broken up. The pass that was going to go to Bonin was shut down. But still working to Spock. Spock's a wrecking ball all of a sudden. Still now here, Spaceman down. The quarterback tried to shove it in. It goes across. Taking a look, going over. Bonin with a shot. In and out. Takes a bounce, but it is played. Spaceman still in control. Riding all along. Push down. Spaceman still getting a shot on. Spaceman still on the effort there with a potential injury by Bonin there, taking the pressure. Cothran picks up. Kirsha, who went down, is now back playing. He's looking up. Bonin goes in. Just turned over. Chicago with it, plays it off the boards. Kirsha comes in. Tone will pick this up. Burge was trying to work it there. Chicago don't want to look to bench. They got changes. So Backstrom's got it to skate this one out. Down he goes. So defense is covered. Trying to go all the way in. Burge on the clear. Trying to carry that all the way in was Calzada. Byler there feeds up to Burge, and here they go. Burge going up. Got Tone with him. Just taking a look. He wants to go over to Tone across. He gets pushed off the play, looking a little too long. Tone will pick up, however. It does get to him, but he's tied up. He's still working on goal line, trying to get it out. Put on the glass there. He still comes out. Looks, he wanted to go opposite D, but it goes to the left, and it's going to be covered. Good series there. It wouldn't look like there was going to be much on it, but they still battled to create something there, at least for the goaltender to shut down so they get new legs and face off in the attacking zone. Spaceman on the drop, put it back. Takes a shot, and it's held on. So Cameron Beauville from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada is the netminder. Stopped 2 of the last 2 attempts put on. All the way back. Goes through the feet of Scully. The pass there from Wollington. Wollington's got to leg this one out. Feeds it up. Cheney's going to try to tip it up, but it's going to be, it's a battle. It's going to be picked up by Toussaint. Toussaint loses the puck after the collision. Back into the far corner, or opposite corner. Wollington there takes the hit, and he'll be able to play the puck. He pokes it out, however, and it goes wide. It was put in there by Chicago. And the attempt there, that is a number I'm not seeing. I got to look on the other list. I still don't see it on the other list. So number 27, I'm going to have to get a clarification on who that is. All right, so it is a shot held on by Nicolucci. Jordan Nicolucci from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So 2 Canadian netminders each into the ice here. You can see if they're looking pretty good so far, representing their country. And they'll make them proud, hopefully, in this game. Marshev on the tip. Moskovich on the attempt. Puck's pushed out wide. Chicago's going to come out with it. They try to feed point, but they hang on. They're going to go back in the corner. Now it goes across. Easy pickup by Spock with the whistle, and the net's off. So about a couple of minutes out of the halfway mark. Cothran on the drop. It's going to be picked up and pushed out by Moynihan. All right, bench side, trying to work it. Oh, and Chicago turns over. Broken up, and it's going to be Vachon picks up. He's getting a lot of heat and pressure from Harrington. Shot almost redirected as the attempt there came from Christopoulos. Puck's thrown up, and it's a bouncer. It's grabbed by Nicolucci. And now picked up by Vachon. Vachon with it now. He takes a look up. Can't get it to Moynihan, and they say tip, no ice. And skating it hard. Can they get it? And Chicago will have the control here. Here they come up ice. Lose it out of the stick, but it's going to be a pickup there. Now Chicago gathers it back up. Trying to gather that up was Riani earlier. I'll let you with it. Bonin comes back to protect. Now the puck just slides through. Here we go. Tone will pick up the pass from Burge. Here goes Tone trying to gather it back up. Chicago D is strong. Taking a look, feeding point. Takes a bounce. Picked up Bonin. Bonin's all the way up. Tucker is the right defense now. He picks up the puck, takes a shot into the mix. And around it goes. Burge is going to work into the corner to gather it up. Chicago with it now, and they just fling it out. Now it's going to be in the control of the Spacemen. That Bonin puts it in. Nobody in the right defensive spot. Bonin's going to slowly get back to his spot. And a shot, an attempt maybe in the slot. They wave no ice. One says ice. The other says no, but I think that was more of an attempt here. All right, so Spaceman behind goal line, taking a look. Burge picks up the pass. Here he goes. Loses it momentarily. He gets shoved off the play. He's getting tied up. Mayuk there working. Byler picks up. Byler's got to drag it. Now he's got some room to go. Here he goes. Takes a shot. He goes off the boards and it can't be played. Almost. It was an attempt there by Toussaint as he came up. Puck's into the neutral zone. Gathered up. Burge's going to feed it off the boards. Wollington will pick this up. Changes come from the Spacemen, and they get it out of the zone. Can Lacey get there in time? And he's on the reach. Gets a chance for Chicago to play. Backstrom there gets through his feet. Picked up Wollington. Wollington with it now. Feeds it up over to Toussaint. Toussaint with it now. Toussaint goes down. He hops back up. Backstrom came in to pick it up. Oh, Toussaint tries to feed it in. Gets it off the shin pads. Gives the Cougars a chance here. Oh, not so fast as Backstrom is playing tight. Just in the neutral zone, just outside of the defensive zone for the Spacemen. Now trying to get in there. Toussaint now trying to get the puck out. The puck is tied up on the boards. Still working it. It is still tied up. It is going to be shoved out. It's going to be picked up by Chicago, and they feed it in. Around it comes. Nicolucci with it. He changes direction and now gives up. Backstrom has it now from Lacey. Now to Lacey. Lacey gets through a check, but the puck comes out. Willington fans on it, but he gets it back on target. Lacey there. It's in the feet. Now it's played in the zone. Spacemen are going to get a change. Gathered up in the defensive zone. I don't know if that's Sika. I want to get it right. Marco Sika, LaGrange Park, Illinois player, and it hits a piece of the bench or the backup goaltender. Either or, it's out of play, but it'll be faced off outside of the defensive zone. Cawthorn on the draw. It's still a battle. Puck is, no, it's back and forth. Everybody's got a chance to get a piece of it. And still working to get her going. The stick's out. Kirsha. Michon drops back. Oh, miscue here. Trying to get something here. Horseshiv there. He gets pushed off the play. Cawthorn there gets through a check. And he's still working to get a hold of the puck. Meanwhile, Spock gets it over to Kirsha. Kirsha with it out. Kirsha over to Spock. Oh, and it's turned over. Here come the Cougars. They want to mount a charge just as hard, and here they come in. Trying to get it going, and it's taken off the play. Down he goes. It's going to be picked up and fed out of by Gittes. Off the shin pads of Cawthorn. Oh, takes a bounce. Michon was there. Trying to look, trying to feed up. And it's going to be kept in by the Cougars. Muskovitz here trying to gather it, and it's covered. So a lot of attempts there on Jordan Nicolucci, but he shuts down in the end as the Cougars were just getting an inch closer to trying to shove one in on him, but he shut it down, and we'll see new life. Briani on the draw, picks it up, feeds point, but Burge was there, gives it over to Byler, and here comes Byler now. Byler going in. Picks it up off the board, and gets hammered off the play, sticks out, still working, and now there's action behind the net, trying to get it going. Chicago comes out with it. Good pass, but through the feet. So it's a foot race back. Vaughn in there with it. Pushes it up. Burge couldn't get the pass. He was trying to throw it back behind. Tone gets hammered off the play, but he stays up, or gets up. Puck's just sailed out off the blocker a little bit wide. Bonin trying to put it in. Bird just pushed off the play. Chicago's going to get it off the boards, maybe, and a hit.
What a hit.
Yeah. Mayuk with a nice hit there, but a penalty coming up against the Spacemen on that. Got an interference. So pretty upset on that play was Leo Riani as he had to be held back by the linesman, but he made it back to the bench. And to voice his opinion on that. But they got him to get back on the bench. But meanwhile, it is a zero-effort game here. But penalty, first penalty, I believe, it's going to be on the Spaceman on the interference call. And that comes against Maxime Mayuk. Byler spins around, pushes the puck out of harm's way. Now Chicago retreats back to their goal line. So the Acme Bar and Grill penalty kill is in action here. We saw a lot of that in the first game, so hopefully we don't see a lot here. Lacey trying to chase this out on the man disadvantage, and it's picked up Chicago, so he's putting the heat on, but it's going to come out into the neutral, and Scully kind of timed that one wrong. Shot, and they score. So it took 40 seconds of the power play for the Cougars to do what the elite team did. And they came in and picked up the first goal of the game as a power play goal. So just like the game before, Chicago draws first blood about the same time. I think the first goal was at 6. Oh, I don't remember. I thought it was around the 6-minute mark. Could be wrong. Or the 12-minute mark. is where this one's at. So, shot and a save. Comes off the feet of the Cougars, and they're looking to bring down. They'll try something else here. They want to try to earn a 5-on-5. On one hand, didn't see it. He saw the pass that thought it would go down ice, but he did play it. He did pick it up. Cougars working, get it past goal line. Get the pass across. Deshaun's going to track back. One hand ties his guy up. Puck comes off the boards. Deshaun throws it back around. Easy pickup as it's now in and out of the hands of Giddis. Now it goes down ice. Picked up by the Cougars, by the number I don't have. So it's a delayed off, but the Cougars march it out. Backstrom with it, loses it, pushed off the boards. Going to be picked up, fed the slot, but it's going to have to be high. Oh, almost turned over by Kirsha. And a pass there, actually broken up on an attempt shot by the Cougars themselves. Spock with it now. Here goes Spock. He's got Kirsha with him. Spock with it. Spock loses it, but gives it back. Now Kirsha will pick up. He's shoved off the play. It's up. See if it feeds over to Cawthorn with a shot and a stop there. The player is down. It's hurt. I don't know if that's number 7, Peter, if I get his name right, Christophitis. So, one penalty results in 1 goal. So we'll see what the Spacemen can answer here as Christophitis has got up on his own. And he's heading back to the bench.
Always good to see.
Yes. I've said this often and I'll say it over and over. There are no enemies here, just 2 competitive teams battling each other. There's no hate, there's just the love, the passion of this game can result in injury, and especially hockey are pretty good sports about when the player's helped off, or they get on their own. Looks like we're going to do a little housekeeping here. And I can see why. So they'll be tending to Peter there, so it's not over for him, but hopefully I can get him taken care of and get him back in this. So we're going to have a little time here. So we're going to probably cut to a commercial here, and we'll be right back.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered.
All right, here we are on the face-off. They just took care of the ice, had to do some cleanup here. And it is a foot race, and it's back, going to be picked up. Backstrom with it now. He rides tight, and it's going to be turned over. Mindorf, and a shot, and a pad save. Chicago trying to get the rebound there, and they do pick up, however. Feed and point, taking a look, see if they're going to take this shot. And they do, but it's broken up off the effort there of Toussaint. Toussaint picks it up as he wore that puck over to Tone. Tone gets it broken up there. Now it's going to be a foot race to keep it, and they do, running on the keep.
and I apologize, I have no idea what's going on with my scoreboard. It still keeps flashing Chicago goal. Hasn't stopped since they scored.
Oh, well, they'll like that up there in Chicago if they're watching at home. Puck's out of play up into the safety netting as it popped off the netminder. And we got some action going on behind the net here. See if anything comes out of this. Looks like everybody comes away. Yeah, the shot put on Beauville sailed it up just on top of the glass into the netting, and here we are. 3:32 remaining. Chicago picks it up. They try to wrap it all around. Scully gets there in time, but he's got to work it now. Again, on the feet. He's going to carry himself, and he gets pushed off the play. Now he's got to get back because Lacey's the only one back. He is working. Lacey gets back there, and it's going to be put on. Oh, fast whistle, Nikolic, and now we got some shoving down here. So the whistle might have been, and they thought it was covered, but the net was dislodged, so the whistle was totally fair. Now I think this will be it on warnings here. Be no change. So any puck stoppage that ends up in the paint is going to result into some action here. So protecting the goalies. Face off won by the Cougars. They shoot early, but in and out of the skate. Another, it's loose. Now taking a look. Goes backhand and it goes wide. Cannot get it on target. Was the effort there of Harrington. I believe Harrington got that first goal. I haven't had my stat sheet up. All right, so Horshev with it, feeds it, back it goes, and the players that are down. Willington there trying to get a hold of it, and it is tied up under Scully. He's not giving it up. Now it's going to be worked. Now turned over. Scully with it now. Scully feeds, gets it over to Lacey. Lacey feeds far and gets a nice pass over to Burge. Changes coming for the Spaceman. Burge still with it. He's taking a look. He wants to get it over to Lacey. Lacey can't get their players put down. And still Backstrom with it now. Spaceman still working with it. Puck gets had a little help to get it out wide as Lacey did not want to put it where he did. Mayuk with it now. Now the puck is Backstrom goes to feed it in the zone. Finish out the changes for the Spacemen. Chicago wraps it around. And can they keep it? Trying to hang on to it or get something going to Chicago. Chicago misses the pass there. Picked up Mayuk. Mayuk with it over to Backstrom. Backstrom with it now. Feeds it up. Tiershed gets a piece of it, but they say no. And they give the Spacemen an icing, but they already got their changes. So they're not too tired. So under the 2-minute mark here in the first period, 1-0 Chicago. Riani on the face-off, feeds it back on a one-timer, broken up by Kirsha. Kirsha's still looking for it, and it's going to be picked up. Mayuk with it, trying to get it out. Chicago coming out with the loose pucks. Here we go. Spock gets a hold of it. He's got to leg it out to get off the pressure he's facing. Chicago with it now. Cougars now looking back behind goal line. Here they come up, 1:30. Spacemen get all the changes they want now. Bringing it up in the slot, trying to get something here, trying to get it off the feet. Can Vachon get it? He loses sight. Now he's got it. He's going to take a hit. Now picked up. Spock's going to put body on, but Tone's got the puck now, and here he goes. He's going up with Toussaint. Tone with him. See if he drops. He's going to carry it in and try, get the attempt. Takes a shot, and it's held on. Beauville with a good stop. Just over the 1-minute mark here in the first period. The Spacemen will face off in the attacking zone. Toussaint on the drop. Grabs it, feeds it back with a shot. Chenet goes wide. It may have had a little help sailing out wide. Chicago trying to launch it out. It gets through Vachon. Now skating back to get it at the 1-minute mark, and an icing is the effort of Gittes, so we'll try this again. It's time to go blocker side on the puck drop. Toussaint there working to get a hold of it. Takes a shot in and out of the pads. Tries to draw back in. Spacemen go to points. Taking a shot. It goes wide. There by Gittes. Good hit off the boards, but now players down and almost a chance here on a break. And I thought the Spacemen were going to get the break here. Rashawn with it now. He wants to come in. He's going to go outside. Coming around. Puts on the brakes. Down he goes. Penalty coming against Chicago as they go to clear. And a slash against Chicago. And we saw this earlier where the Spacemen have some time to work with here going into between periods and see if they got some carryover time or if they can get it done. All right, here in the first. So, Spacemen looking on the man advantage here. So the Rudy Cigar Shop power play, if I get these right. I got to get these right. Cothran's going to take the drop. Working, it's still sitting. Feeds it out. Willington, soft pass. Spaceman setting up. Taking a look, give and go maybe. Quarterback position, taking a look. It's a one-man D at this point. Taking a look. Taking a shot. It goes up into the safety netting.
On a separate note, it looks like putting up that penalty finally stopped the Chicago goal from flashing. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like having one of those migraines where you see those flashes in here.
Yeah.
Oh, those are terrible. Face off. Got a little time. Taking a look. Taking a shot. Goes around, and it will be kept in. Vachon. Oh, Vachon couldn't get a hold of it. And just with the second left. And setting up a check that missed and two Spacemen collided. It looked kind of ugly there. They were trying to put body on Tumbrink, and everybody got through it at the buzzer. So they're going to play. They're going to work with a minute 29 going into the second period and see if they can use it. Spacemen take the long walk back to the furthest locker room from this sheet of ice here and see what they can do and get taught and get coached. See what they come out with in the second period. It wasn't so bad, but they just gave up that one on the power play effort for Chicago.
Yeah, power play goal, definitely the story of this one. You take a look at that here. This is the penalty that led up to the power play. Trying to get a physical presence out there. Took it a little bit too far on that one. Referee's arm goes up. And subsequently puts Chicago on the power play. What we're looking at now, good opportunity for the Spacemen on the penalty kill. Two guys down low, comes back to bite them, and Chicago converts.
Yeah, they just take advantage of a non-commitment on the D, and they had the advantage there. And I've refreshed, but I don't have any stats up on the page, so we'll check out something else. Well, we'll take a break, and we'll hopefully give you some more here after that. So you're watching Spaceman Hockey here in Fort Wayne.
This league promotes finding diamonds in the rough. Kids that didn't have an opportunity, they're on the wrong team, they had the wrong coach. If we can find those kids, which we have 20 of them now, that we build a team in 45 days.
I look at like the amazing facilities and like the coaching staff, like everything looked perfect for me.
It's kind of a no-brainer for me.
Here is
I heard was very professional, and I had absolutely no idea there was such a big hockey community.
Saw the amazing facilities here and coaching staff.
Felt like it was a good fit for me. I noticed my confidence got up.
And I think the system starts with what you do off the ice, right? And that's been our biggest challenge, right? Is taking these kids from different places in the world, right, and bringing them in and trying to establish a culture. And it's been difficult, right, to teach discipline, to teach accountability, to show up on time, right? That's where it all starts. We have the resources that, frankly, other programs don't have, and we try to utilize them to the best of our abilities.
I mean, they'll help each individual out as well as like all team stuff. So they do a good job giving everybody what they need to get better at, or what they think they should be working on more. Our schedule's really nice during the week. We get a lot of ice time in the gym. All the facilities here are brand new, super nice, from the gym to the locker room. The rink is unreal as it is.
We work out twice a week here, and our trainers give us as much of resources as they can to push us and make us better off the ice, to help us on the ice too. All of our workouts are kind of tailor-made for hockey players. And
the coaching staff helped me get better, like offensively. John Solway helped me like work on my stride, my edges.
His teaching is really good. He processes it in a way that makes it easy for us to kind of reciprocate what he's doing in a way that's kind of lower to our level.
For them to see the professionalism and the support that they have, I mean, it's second to none. It's remarkable to see, these guys, getting the chance to, talk to the, people in the community and the kids, and the opportunity to really have that moment to themselves, right? And have that opportunity to essentially, live the day in the life of what it's like to play pro hockey, right? I mean, they're around the Fort Wayne Comets. Earlier in the year, guys were coming out, and helping the kids. And it's remarkable because they get to see what it takes to play at the next level. Right?
Not only Josh, but we've got Jerry Most, who helps with our goaltending, and Paris Duffus, who is a familiar name for Fort Wayne fans, that really helps our goalies off the ice. And I think gives them the mental approach that they need to advance to the next level, as we know that's really important with goaltending.
He preaches accountability. He always makes sure accountability on and off the ice, actually. He makes sure we're doing the right things off the ice, and we're more importantly doing the right things on the ice, making sure we're always just ready to go, ready to play, never having our minds stray throughout a game or a practice, always be just ready to go.
We tell these kids all the time, from high school till about college to your junior years, you've got 7 to 8 years to work really hard and get your life on the right path, or you can goof off and not pay attention and get involved with the wrong people, and then the rest of your life after that 8 years is going to be pretty difficult, right? So trying to get them prepared for the real world is priority number one.
There's a lot of hockey players in the world, and you're not all going to make the highest team and not get noticed, or you might become the best hockey player you've ever been at 20. You don't know when you're going to come out of your shell. So they have to have this opportunity to play, or they may never be seen. this league promotes finding diamonds in the rough, kids that didn't have an opportunity. They're on the wrong team. They had the wrong coach. If we can find those kids, which we have 20 of them now, that we build a team in 45 days.
I look at like the amazing facilities and like the coaching staff, like everything looked perfect for me.
It's kind of a no-brainer for me.
Here is, I heard, was very professional, and I had absolutely no idea there was such a big hockey community.
Saw the amazing facilities here and coaching staff.
Felt like it was a good fit for me. I noticed my confidence got up.
And I think the system starts with what you do off the ice, right? And that's been our biggest challenge, right? Is taking these kids from different places in the world, right, and bringing them in and trying to establish a culture. And it's been difficult, right, to teach discipline, to teach accountability, to show up on time, right? That's where it all starts. We have the resources that, frankly, other programs don't have, and we try to utilize them to the best of our abilities.
I mean, they'll help each individual out as well as like all team stuff. So they do a good job giving everybody what they need to get better at or what they think they should be working on more. Our schedule's really nice during the week. We get a lot of ice time in the gym. All the facilities here are brand new, super nice, from the gym to the locker room. The rink is unreal as it is.
We work out twice a week here, and our trainers give us as much of resources as they can to push us and make us better off the ice, to help us on the ice too. All of our workouts are kind of tailor-made for hockey players. And
the coaching staff helped me get better, like offensively. John Solway helped me like work on my stride, my edges.
His teaching is really good. He processes it in a way that makes it easy for us to kind of reciprocate what he's doing in a way that's kind of lower to our level.
For them to see the professionalism and the support that they have, I mean, it's second to none. It's remarkable to see, these guys, getting the chance to, talk to the, people in the community and the kids, and the opportunity to really have that moment to themselves, right? And have that opportunity to essentially, live the day in the life of what it's like to play pro hockey, right? I mean, they're around the Fort Wayne Comets. Earlier in the year, guys were coming out, and helping the kids. And it's remarkable because they get to see what it takes to play at the next level. Right?
Not only Josh, but we've got Jerry Most, who helps with our goaltending, and Paris Duffus, who is a familiar name for Fort Wayne fans, that really helps our goalies off the ice, and I think gives them the mental approach that they need to advance to the next level, as we know that's really important with goaltending.
He preaches accountability. He always makes sure accountability on and off the ice, actually. He makes sure we're doing the right things off the ice, and we're more importantly doing the right things on the ice, making sure we're always just ready to go, ready to play, never having our minds stray throughout a game or a practice, always be just ready to go.
We tell these kids all the time, from high school till about college to your junior years, you've got 7 to 8 years to work really hard and get your life on the right path, or you can goof off and not pay attention and get involved with the wrong people, and then the rest of your life after that 8 years is going to be pretty difficult, right? So trying to get them prepared for the real world is priority number one.
There's a lot of hockey players in the world, and you're not all going to make the highest team and not get noticed, or you might become the best hockey player you've ever been at 20. You don't know when you're going to come out of your shell. So they have to have this opportunity to play, or they may never be seen.
said it's probably something with how we're putting this into that. But it should all go through unless
All right, here we are back in Fort Wayne. So there's a sound issue live. Says when you play this back on YouTube, you'll be fine. So we're going to try to get the bugs worked out for tomorrow's games. Meanwhile, we're here at $1:39 remaining on the ice cut here for the start of the second period. First period action, we saw not much, but pretty good hockey, but not much to show on the stats. Saw the Spacemen take 10 shots versus the 6 with Chicago. And then we see a couple of penalties. Maxim Mayuk picked up an interference, 2 minute, and Trey Henderson is what we're working on now with the slashing 2 minutes at 19:29. So that has some carryover time, I think a minute 29. So the Space will have something to work with here at the beginning of the second. So we'll put that replay up and see what we see. So Chicago puts up a goal here with Alexander Muskovich. It's a power play goal after we got that interference call and that nice hit you showed right before we went to the break. And so credit Colin Harrington on the assist as well as Brett Toombrick. And that's put Chicago up 1-0. So, yeah, you get some nice solid, the fans cheer collision course there, and then it cost you in the end. So let's see what the Spacemen can do when they get the man advantage here on the fresh cut ice. My favorite ice when it's nice and clean like this, boy, you can get flying. So one penalty each in the first. The carryover is right here. One goal, that put up by Chicago on their power play effort. So here's Fort Wayne's first, and let's see what they can do with it. Puck drop's going to be, trying to push through there, and a pretty good strong effort there by Chicago to shut down the effort of Toussaint. Was off the effort of Zachary Halling. Meanwhile, Shanae with a shot, broken up. Puck's going to be on the boards. Toussaint with it now. Toussaint's pulled down from the play. Doesn't matter. Fort Wayne's still with it. Taking a look, feeding up front, trying to get it going. It's a give and go. Went into Shanae sticking it out, but he has control of it now. Feeds over. Toussaint with it. Taking a look. Comes out of the pads, cleared up ice. And it's going to be picked up and played by Nicolucci. He puts it all the way down. Shanae just lays it back into the zone. Picked up Bonin with it now. Bonin feeds it over to Burge. Burge is going to look across, and he does. It goes in and out of the stick. Bonin's going to try to come back, and now here comes an advancement by Chicago as they take a look. And they want to hang on to it on the boards, but tripped down and falling off the play. Is off the effort of Calzada. Here come the Spacemen now as they leave a couple of Chicago players behind. Can't get it out, just out of reach. Toussaint puts the body on, has the puck in the slot, pass back to him in the skates, and Chicago with it. Gets pushed off of a player, poked up by Woolington. Now controlled over, feeding up off the effort of Giddis. Takes a shot, solid, and it's held on. Cameron Beauville hanging on for the effort there. He's got to stare down 5 more seconds and face off in his zone, but he's done pretty well on this penalty kill for Chicago. Harrington versus Cothran, stick side of Beauville. It's going to be picked up and played out of the zone by Sika, but now it's kept in. Cothran goes down, tipped up, trying to work it. Now picked up on the reach. Byler working. Now it's another shot and a save. Beauville with it. Now it's going to be kept up. Backstrom with it now. It goes across on the backhand. Fed into the zone, or fed in the attack there behind the goal line. Byler's got to leg it out. Can he get there in time? It's even strength. You can't just lob it out of there. Here come the Spacemen with it. Cothran with it now. He tried to go a short route on the curve there. And it's played. Byler couldn't get a hold of it. Poked out by Beauville. Double team. Tone working. Cothran there on the reach, trying to get it there. Tone now battling Muskovich there. It's going to be poked out by Byler, and it's up front, and it's going to be played out by Birkencotter. Oh, tried to get something there was Tone. He could not get it exactly where he wanted it. Vachon tying up his guy until help gets back. It's done the left. Chicago still with it with an effort and an attempt, but they kind of whiff on it. It goes a little wide, covered. The puck bounced around off some skates, but it's shut down by Nicolucci, who's finally seeing some action in this period. A good coverage by Chicago to shut down anything Fort Wayne. They went after Toussaint pretty tough and tried to shut him down. Right off the puck drop, center ice, they went after him. Face-off splits the D of Chicago, so they got to retreat back to pick it up. Plummer had to chase it back, put it up. Now here comes Spaceman now. They should take a look. Cheney picks up, feeds it in, and it's a race back for the puck to get picked up by Plummer. Plummer with it now, and he's double teamed. Muskovich with it now. Here he goes. It's broken up loose, and Spaceman looking, trying to get it through, and they cannot. Off the skates is Tricossis. Now here we go. Take a look. Toussaint trying to feed it, or hands it through. He doesn't. Doesn't get on target. Muskovich will pick it up and round out off the boards. Picked up Spaceman, and they throw it up into the safety netting, trying to give the fans a souvenir. No change for Spaceman on the puck into the netting, I guess. Okay, there was some changes. Face off, Spaceman come out with that, throw it on the backhand, picked up Lacey, will get it out of the corner. Gets hit off the play. Shots trying to gather it up. Pass just goes out of the stick and out of the reach of Schuster. And here comes Fort Wayne, trying to lob it up, and it's a bouncer. Kirsha couldn't stay on side as it was bouncing like a football off the boards. Trying to work along the boards, trying to get something. Cothran there struggling. And Kirsha coming to help. Spaceman back on side. Picked up. Now played by, Schbach turns it over. Oh, just out of the reach of Kirsha. Schbach comes in, puts body on, but nonetheless it's going to be gathered up and played by the Cougars as they feed it down the ice, and that's from Alex Schuster. Fires it down, but it gets an icing instead. So no change for the Cougars. Spaceman will put out fresh legs. All right, on the draw. It's going to be Spaceman pick up with a quick shot, and it's a bouncer off the player. Bird's working, feeding. Kind of pinched it up, shot off the skate, and another shot. It's broken up, goes wide. Moynihan trying to gather that one back up. Now it's going to be the Cougars working. Going to take a hit. And here come the Spacemen. Here's an opportunity to go in. They fire it down off the boards. Spaceman working to get it out, and it's going to be Birds has to get it into the neutral. Throws it into the zone. Picked up by Marco, is it Sika? Trying to work it in, trying to still work it. It's going to be poked by Tone. Bonin was trying to get something going there, but he was taken off. Just working on a delayed offsides for Chicago. Spaceman working. Taking a look. Oh, got it broken up off the stick. Oh, just comes in and takes the puck away in the slot. Shot! And it's into a player. Middendorf throws Tone to the ice. Burge with it now. Tone's going up, getting up against Middendorf. Taking a look. Taking a shot off the pads now. Kept in. Bronin takes a hit on to the bench. Goes across, but it's going to be in play. Oh, trying to gather that up to get it through. Tone was there trying to redirect it as he stood in the screen up against Beauville. But it went through him and got the pads and came out. Yeah, I can't believe he was camped out there that long because.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't see around him, and nobody was touching him.
Yeah, and usually, I mean, Middendorf has just been beating the snot out of him. Shot, Cheney. Stick side sails it out. Lacey's getting tied up here. Still trying to get it. It's going to be kept in. Defense held. As Giddis was holding this, Toussaint just kept it in. Now it's going to be Chicago working it, but it's give and go here. All right, here we go. Coming in strong. Backstrom trying to get it through. He does get a move. Takes a shot off the glove.
Shifty move there.
Yeah, that was a pretty move. And nonetheless, Beauville followed him back. Just took it off the glove, put it up in the safety netting, and saved the day there for the Cougars. One warning on the Cougar side. Face off Harrington trying to get the drop, and he's tossed out, and they'll put in Orshev. Kirscher working on it. It's gathered up. Skating around. Here we go. Cothran taking a look. He's taking some stick slaps here. Takes a shot. It goes wide. Spock was there getting tied up. Kirscher with it now. See if he can feed. He's going to throw it back around. Oh, and Spock couldn't see it in time. But he's going to skate through it, and he feeds point. Backstrom with it, feeding it off the pads. Oh, Compton now, they pick up Spock. And the Spacemen get on the second rebound, and they pick up the first goal of their season. First goal of the night, Fort Wayne Spacemen. Yeah, it was in and out a couple of times there, but pick it up. Danilo Spock out of Dnipro, Ukraine, picks up goal number 1 of the season for the Fort Wayne Spacemen Premier. So the first even strength goal, this matchup so far. The Spacemen had to do it 5-on-5, waiting on the puck drop and see how this goes. Last time it was somebody was mulled over. Spacemen now on a little bit of excitement here from their goal. See if they can keep it. Working hard, and the puck does not go out. Still working it. It's airborne, body up. Oh, it's a bouncer up front, and it's covered. Beauville stayed with this one. It didn't seem like anyone had strong control, but it was a bouncer, but it was in the danger zone, so no mistakes for Chicago, and Fort Wayne could take any mistakes there. And Beauville stayed with it. 12:41 remaining in the second period, all tied up here 1-1. Face off, working, still in the circle. It's going to be Tone, gives it up now. Toussaint with it now. Toussaint's going to come all the way in and try to shove it in. And he does get the goal. Let's see with the official points, but he's going to say no. So the Spacemen felt they had a goal there. Alexis Toussaint came in the crease there and tried to get something going, but I won't think this is going to be over. Tone with it now. Tone feeds it back. Doesn't see it. Monin Didn't see that it was into the player of Kozada, who was down on the ice after. I believe a hit. So we're going to face off in Chicago's own stick side of Beauville, who's playing pretty solid right now. He gave up the 1 goal, but he's not trying to give up any more. So the face off, Kozada with the shot picked up and fired by Toussaint. One in there working. Toussaint keeps it on body, and he almost got a hold of a high stick. Oh, washed off. Should have let that one go. But Spacemen do kind of keep it. Middendorf there, running on the kick. Soft feed, no doing. Fired it on net. And another stop from Beauville. Throws it back around. Cheney trying to tie up his guy, and it's going to be a shot. Goes wide. Mostly a keeper. Cannot keep it in. Almost the effort of Giddis. Comes across, taking a look, taking a shot, and they score. They go side to side, and they just, easy as that, fire it in there. Pick up a goal. Owen Plummert will pick up goal number 2 out of Hudsonville, Michigan. And he answers not too far away from the Spacemen picking up their first goal. And Chicago gets their second. And Spacemen pick up the face-off. And they're going to try to answer a little sooner than the last. Kirscher with it. Just can't hang on to it. And an icing coming. They wave it. Spacemen get back. Hoffman will pick up, and he may pay the price if he doesn't get it going. Chicago with the turnover here. They're looking to try this, an easy one again. Spaceman, nice pass. Just gets underneath. Now played. Oh. Ooh. On a collision course there. Chicago trying to get something going. Puck, or a couple players are tied up. Meanwhile, Spaceman cycling behind goal line, trying to get passes or get a play set up. Oh, good pass, stretched out. Here we go. Cawthorn went all the way in. He gets tripped on the play. And a penalty coming against Chicago. Because it looked like Cawthorn was going to come in and maybe cut. I mean, he didn't have a lot of room. He had a lot of speed going on. I thought he might cut into the crease there and try to poke one in, but Chicago felt the threat and did a sacrificial trip there. Saved the goaltender from giving one up and tying this up, but here's a chance for the Spacemen to try to do it with the man advantage. Chicago comes out with it. Horseshoe just carries it up and dumps it into the zone. All right, so here we are. Spacemen cycling around, trying to set up their man advantage play. Struggling a little bit. Here we go. Got it. Toussaint with it, taking a shot. Oh, he scores. He scores. It came off the net and came back. You can see that one. It came out in the net and out. You'll see it. Well, it will. That was pretty. Came up, kind of put on the brakes, test the wind, and took the shot. So Fort Wayne Spacemen with a power play goal, even up on the power play efforts, 1-1. Or one for each, I should say. Kind of stunned the Chicago bench right now. They don't believe that went in, but it never rang the pipes. It was all net. It was a bouncer. We have a clear shot here. If it was the other end, I would have not seen it. But our camera that picked it up will be further from where we are. I mean, we're right here.
Right. Body language there by the Spacemen wasn't exactly celebratory at first, but I think it was definitely in. We saw it pretty clear from here.
Because it was far side to where they were at from where he shot and the way it came out. I mean, that just stretched that net. And the official was there, though.
Yeah.
So he saw it. Now, mind you, he didn't see the one that Toussaint tried earlier when it was under the goalie. And the way the goalie was spinning, I thought he was going to carry it in, but he knew to protect. Even if it went in, he covered it well, so he couldn't see it. So nonetheless, it's tied up. So Toussaint picks up his first of the season. And hopefully many more to come. So off this draw, working in the zone now. Lacey battling. Can it be kept? And it's not. Scully couldn't see it. Muskovich puts body on. Middendorf with it. Feeds it way out of reach. Icing coming against Chicago. And the Spacemen will face off in the attacking zone. So Alexis Toussaint gets a little help from Tucker Tone. They put it as a power play goal, putting it at 9:55. The second period, tying this up. Now it's a game. We're back to square one, facing off in the attacking zone, and it's still in the face-off circle. The puck got pushed way wide. Mayuk is still carrying. Off the board. Spaceman working to get it around. Trying to go is Cothran with it now. Cothran gets pushed off the play, comes out with the puck, pushes it up. Bonin with it now. Bonin taking a look. Throws it back. Taking a look. Go feeds up point. Mayuk with it. Mayuk, oh, it's loose. Oh, it's cleared out of the way. Good effort there by Harrington as he gets rid of the puck. Now he's trying to get rid of the player. Schbach with it now. Loses his stick. It's going to be kept. Played hard. Spin it out. See if he can get something there. It's a give and go. See if they use the slot. One-hill! And it is still being played. Bunnin with it now. Backhand with a shot coming off the blocker. A stop. Another one maybe. Oh, if whiffs on it, can they get a hold of it? When it's working on it, Cothran gets it fed up to point. Bunnin with it, but it is poked out by Harrington, and he's off to the races, and he's got some help. Muskovich there, he picks up, and he's feeding it. Oh, he had some room as the goaltender comes out. He goes backhand high. Gives a chance for the Spaceman to get something here. Here's Toussaint feeding. And now it's going to be now picked up by Chicago. Chicago wants to come in strong. Penalty coming up against the Spaceman on an elbow. So now this Spacemen find themselves in the sin bin here. On an elbow. Acme Barn Grill penalty kill coming up. So the way these two teams are playing, you just don't want to give up anything. And here's a chance for Chicago to try to get that lead back. So Maxim Mayuk searching for it. Fast whistle. As Nicolucci was covering on it, and it found its way out. Whistle blew. But, yeah, Maxim Mayuk. Live Ukraine. And the puck is picked up and cleared. Down and gathered up by Beauville. Now carrying up the ice, Chicago looking to carry it in. It's going to be picked up and cleared, well, attempt to clear out by Giddis. Fanned on the attempt here. Chicago's running out of room. Still hanging on to it. Still working with a minute 20-something. Shot, goes behind. Chicago gathers it up and takes a body. Still has it, feeds point. Taking a look, and it's going to be kept, and maybe here comes an attempt in the mess. And Spacemen gather it up, and they got some room to clear, and they do. Down the ice it goes. Beauville pick it up off the boards. Went up strong to pick up for a no ice with Chicago, and they worked. Just trying to poke it out, end up feeding the point. Carrying and taking a look. Throws it in the slot, or tried to get a pass up in front of the crease, and no doing. Was off the effort of Austin Plummer. So Chicago finds themselves behind goal line. Bird's the only pressure here. Trying to put a pinch. starts to leg it out. Here they go. Chicago going up strong. The puck's going to be turned over and cleared out. Good effort here.
Strong penalty kill for the Spacemen.
Yeah, Bird's putting the heat on there. Give a chance for defense to come up and size up what he had. His only options for Chicago, and it's a good intercept. See if they try it again. Swing and a miss there by Scully. Broken up. Chicago will come out with it momentarily. Spaceman with it, and they try to clear it. Didn't have much on the windup. Just a few seconds remaining here. Horshead with it. Taking a look on point. It's going to go wide, I think, but he gloved it to shut down the effort. We're back to full strength.
Limited power play opportunities there for Chicago. Spacemen definitely kept a tight leash on him.
Yeah, they really reined him in on that one. That was pretty good. Pretty good man-to-man. Staying with him on the pace. Thrown out all the little quick response before the puck drops. Working along the board. Chicago is trying, and they come out with it. Shot block.
Block shot.
Working to get a hold of it. Kirsten trying to get the reach on it. Backstrom with it now. He was on one of the... Oh, and it's going to be... tried to grab it out of the air. It was a good effort. Kirsten tried to pick up that stretch pass. It was just pretty much just launched. Nonetheless, icing hits the Spaceman, and they'll just try it again.
Yeah, it was a good idea. Just didn't quite connect.
Face-off won by the Spacemen. They go to clear it. Oh, you got to come back. Chicago with a turnover. Oh, across. That backdoor effort there almost worked for Chicago, but it was picked up here by Cheney. Taking a look and broken up. Now Chicago's going to try. Well, off a skate, but they were going to try to finish what they started there on that turnover. It may come back to them. Struggling right now. It's control. Now Spaceman with it now. Backstrom has it. Off the boards. Kirsche gets shoved off the play, but the puck does get through. Nice pass there. Masika all off the skate of Tone. Keeps it in the zone, and here comes Kirsche, and Kirsche's going to come in strong. Tone will push the player off, but nonetheless. So the hit there came out okay. The hit on Gagnon. Spacemen working to get a hold of this, and they do as Tone puts body on, but the puck is under the player. Nope. And it's flung out. Mayuk with it. Over to Moynihan. Just gets through a skate. Moynihan still working. They're trying to give it up to Cothran. Mayuk with it now. Still working on it. Cothran gets it, but he feeds it wisely back, I believe, to defense. Bonin with it. He's going to fling it up again. Try it. Oh, on the stick this time, and he's going to go for it. Slots developing. Moynihan there. Broken up. Nice defensive play. Off the... believe off the feet of Plumbert. Puck's tipped. Going to stay in the zone. 4 minutes and 7 seconds here in the second period. 2's on the scoreboard. Byler versus Calzada. It's going to be picked up Spaceman trying to get into the slot with a shot. Goes wide on the rebound, and it gets through two Spacemen. Picked up Chicago, and they just get rid of it. Even 4 minutes left on the clock. Now it's going to be picked up. Here we go. Spaceman looking to feed it up. Nice pass over to Burge. Burge trying to get in the slot. Oh, it just goes offside. Burge carrying the puck. I believe might have been Vachon got offsides there. He's tried to stay wide, but Burge is working to keep that puck, trying to split D, and miscued. Face-off's going to be won by the Spacemen. Use the defense there. Now put in. Off of Giddis, throws it into the corner. It's going to be picked up by Plumbert. Plumbert sails it around. It gives a chance for Byler to work with it. Byler gets it. He gets it through. Let's see if he can pick it up himself. Lacey goes to help. Lacey's back, maybe back in the, well, he's going to stay up by the net, but now he's in the corner. And can Byler get there in time? It's in the feet if he can. And it is playable. And now it's going to be picked up by Chicago, and here they come up the ice with Calzada. Shot and a save. Coughed it up there for a moment, but he held on. Harrington versus Toussaint on the drop here. Finally, it was dropped. Thought we were going to hear the whole song. Stretching it out. It's going all the way down. Cheney's going to beat back, so he's going to pick up the puck. He gets, oh, he loses it to Middendorf. Now it's going to be picked up Tone. Tone gets a hold of it. He's got to get it through the official. And he drops it to Mayuk. Mayuk with a shot. Almost on, feeding it. It's a bounce, or it's airborne. And it's still loose. Goes through a Harrington. Harrington's hanging on to it. He throws it around. Here comes Toussaint. Toussaint puts body on. Tone's trying to take it away from Muskovich. Now picked up Toussaint with an out. Toussaint, tried to feed up to Cheney, but couldn't get it there, but almost created an attempt for himself. Now it's going to be gathered up. Bonin with it now. He's looking. He's got some momentum. Feeds it on the backhand. Middendorf. It's going to be covered now by Beauville. Wise decision. 2:27, second period, 2-2. A lot of twos up there. Maybe that's your Powerball number if you want to play it. Halling versus Cothran, and it's going to be Spaceman with an attempt in and out of the pads, gathered up. Spock with it now. Spock's trying to feed over to Kircher, but he's going to get it back. So he's got to put body up, and Kircher will feed if he can up the point, but now Spock trying to work it. Kircher there, and Chicago's with it, takes a hit, and it's going to be 2-on-1 developing here. Taking a look, taking a shot, in and out it goes. Working hard. Spaceman on D. Feeding it back around, and they got a chance. Created some space here. Kircher got a hit there pretty hard and wasn't happy about it. I'm not sure if it's a delayed or it was an offside or the Nets. Oh, the Nets. Something's
that
off.
is dislodged.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. I seen Kirsch over there kind of slow to get up. Not happy.
Right, having some words with the official. Not sure how much wrong was actually done to him, but
yeah,
definitely got under his skin.
Yeah, it's probably a violent hit, but nothing illegal. Sometimes he just looks wicked and it feels wicked. I always felt like if I get hit right, it helps my back. I don't know why. It makes it feel better. Chicago mounting a charge here.
Yeah, I guess that could go both ways with the back pain. Get
Yeah.
it right or wrong.
Yeah, it's cheaper than a chiropractor, I'll tell you that much. Oh, it's a bouncer up front. They're throwing it into the mess there. Around it goes. Chicago in control. This right now, Spacemen turn it over, and they have it now behind goal line, but here they go now. Getting defense retreat. In and out of the effort as Burge had to gather it up. Now he's going to come back. He gets the puck. Spaceman looking. Can Byler get there? It's kept by Chicago. With a shot, but it's broken up, now loose, now picked up Byler. Got an interference call. That puck was, felt like it was getting a little out of control there, but Spaceman gets caught into a interference call there. Heracles Giddis, Laval, Quebec, Canadian. Find himself in the penalty box for the interference call with just under a minute remaining in the second. Let's see what Chicago can do with the man advantage here. Face off. They choose glove side. Spaceman working to get a hold of it. Chicago wins it. Throwing it off the boards. Now picked up Scully. Scully working. He's double teamed, tied up, and taken off the puck. He's still working against his guy. Back around to go. Scully's going to try to tie up his guy, but he's going to keep the pass from getting in there. Now going up, playing strong. Mayuk. Chicago looking, and Spacemen turn it over. Here they go. They're going to look. They're going to just feed the corner. They got 20-some seconds. But coming in strong is Tone. Tone pushes him off. Here comes Chicago taking a look. Going up strong. Is off the effort of Orshvig. The puck's turned over and thrown. It's going to go wide, but played in the glove of Beauville. Just about 4 or 5 seconds remaining, and Chicago's just going to, well, they're going to look to try to take a shot, and they do. And it's an easy pad save. So 2-2, pretty good period here. Second period brought some action here. They answered Chicago's lone goal in the first. Chicago answered back after the Spacemen put a goal in, tied it back up. Well, Toussaint's goal tied it back up, but they are going to work on man advantage for Chicago, so let's see what they come up with when they come back in the second period. And we'll be right back after these messages and see what we got for you before the next period comes about.
This league promotes finding diamonds in the rough, kids that didn't have an opportunity. They're on the wrong team. They had the wrong coach. If we can find those kids, which we have 20 of them now, that we build a team in 45 days.
I look at like amazing facilities and like the coaching staff, like everything looked perfect for me.
It's kind of a no-brainer for me.
Here is, I heard, was very professional, and I had absolutely no idea there was such a big hockey community.
Saw the amazing facilities here and coaching staff.
Felt like it was a good fit for me. I noticed my confidence got up.
And I think the system starts with what you do off the ice, right? And that's been our biggest challenge, right? Is taking these kids from different places in the world, right, and bringing them in and trying to establish a culture. And it's been difficult, right, to teach discipline, to teach accountability, to show up on time, right? That's where it all starts. We have the resources that, frankly, other programs don't have, and we try to utilize them to the best of our abilities.
I mean, they'll help each individual out as well as like all team stuff. So they do a good job giving everybody what they need to get better at, or what they think they should be working on more. Our schedule's really nice during the week. We get a lot of ice time in the gym. All the facilities here are brand new, super nice, from the gym to the locker room. The rink is unreal as it is.
We work out twice a week here, and our trainers give us as much of resources as they can to push us and make us better off the ice, to help us on the ice too. All of our workouts are kind of tailor-made for hockey players. And
the coaching staff helped me get better, like offensively. John Solway helped me like work on my stride, my edges.
His teaching is really good. He processes it in a way that makes it easy for us to kind of reciprocate what he's doing in a way that's kind of lower to our level.
For them to see the professionalism and the support that they have, I I mean, it's second to none. It's remarkable to see, these guys, getting the chance to, talk to the, people in the community and the kids, and the opportunity to really have that moment to themselves, right? And have that opportunity to essentially, live the day in the life of what it's like to play pro hockey, right? I mean, they're around the Fort Wayne Comets. Earlier in the year, guys were coming out, and helping the kids. And it's remarkable because they get to see what it takes to play at the next level. Right?
Not only Josh, but we've got Jerry Most, who helps with our goaltending, and Paris Duffus, who is a familiar name for Fort Wayne fans that really helps our goalies off the ice. And I think gives them the mental approach that they need to advance to the next level, as we know that's really important with goaltending.
He preaches accountability. He always makes sure accountability on and off the ice, actually. He makes sure we're doing the right things off the ice, and we're more importantly doing the right things on the ice, making sure we're always just ready to go, ready to play, never having our minds stray throughout a game or a practice, always be just ready to go.
We tell these kids all the time, from high school till about college to your junior years, you've got 7 to 8 years to work really hard and get your life on the right path, or you can goof off and not pay attention and get involved with the wrong people, and then the rest of your life after that 8 years is going to be pretty difficult, right? So trying to get them prepared for the real world is priority number one.
There's a lot of hockey players in the world, and you're not all going to make the highest team and not get noticed, or you might become the best hockey player you've ever been at 20. You don't know when you're going to come out of your shell. So they have to have this opportunity to play, or they may never be seen.
I'll bring up the names.
All right, we're back taking a look at some of these goals from the second period. Firstly, it was the Spacemen who started the scoring off in the period.
Yep, Danlo Spock picks up the first goal of the season, of the team, and the effort here tonight. Assist by Jackson Cothran and Jack Backstrom.
Actually got the chance to play with Jackson Cothran when he was at Indiana Tech for a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, went to college, then back to juniors. So here's Spaceman again. This one actually wasn't a goal. They thought they had their second, and they didn't have it there.
Yeah, Toussaint came in, and he come scooting into the crease there pretty tight and thought he can shove that in.
And he celebrated.
Which is ironic to the future.
Right.
Yep, and that was...
There we got Chicago going up one again.
And that was from Owen Plummert. Picks up his first. And Damian Calzada gets an assist as well as Ben Moak. So now we'll see this same guy who shot that earlier. We'll see them creating a chance here.
Ran this one back a little bit far. We'll see the whole progression.
So where Toussaint felt he was robbed of a goal.
Showing the wrong replay. That's what we're doing.
Okay, that's all right.
That was Cawthron getting tripped on an opportunity. And this one.
Here we go.
Yeah, I knew I didn't leave it that long.
Yeah, so Toussaint comes in. And he takes the shot, and there was no reaction from the official at first. And so there wasn't a reaction from him. And then the referee made a point of it. He pointed multiple times that went in, and we saw it here where it just bulged the net out.
We'll take one more look at that one.
Then you see the officials like, hey, that's a goal.
Because even Toussaint is hesitant to celebrate at first on that one.
Yeah, and he celebrated on the one that it didn't go through. Where Beauville was he was on top of it right on the goal line. So, and had it gone in, you couldn't see around him, and he did the smart thing by just scooting out of the crease. But there it was. He made sure of that one. That was all net. He hit the right side of that net pretty solid, and the ref was right there. So yeah, the Spaceman has got this tied up, but we're looking at I didn't get the time differential on the penalty there. Let me see if it's up here. Penalties 19. So they got a minute. No, 58 seconds they should have. If I got that right.
Let's see. My clock says 1:02, but I might be off also.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah.
So they got a little work to do, at least on the face-offs, your center ice. And so if you can get a good drop and protect your defensive zone, you can at least start off the period without giving them momentum. And it's the only beauty of carryover time. But you still got to work it, come out with something. But, you can pump your team if you come out strong and play a really good defensive effort or get a shorthander. So,
yeah, strong kill could definitely generate some momentum here. Both teams got to be careful about these penalties. Half of the goals in the game right now were scored on the man advantage.
Yeah, they've all taken some opportunities here. And right now, going in, so if you want a penalty, you get it early. But, so at least, and then they're going to be coached what to do coming out. And then, you know what personnel is going to come out. Starters are going to come out. But we'll see. And we'll see how they play it out. And I'm pretty big on half shifts. If you can just mismatch a shift and you can end up having a line playing a third line or something, briefly, and you can just keep your, start wearing out another line because they're always going to come out when you're out. And NBC used to, years ago, they used to put up top of the screen, right and left, and they would show the ice time of each bench. And, it was just,
Right.
That was so cool. You see how many, usually you rarely see them past 50, 55, 59 seconds. But when you would see the differential, which was incredible because you would see some line out there just getting burnt.
They get trapped out there.
Yeah, especially when you're, second period when you're far in. And depending on where the benches are in some of these arenas. But it is, it's pretty cool to see if you could just pin a line down there. And at some point, if you time it all right, then you got like I said, you got your number one line out against a third line, and you could just have your way with them. But what if that third line's got a really good, solid defense? So there's a lot of strategy in it, but we'll see what Schrocky's got up his sleeve coming out, and I think he's going to come out strong. Got to come out strong defensively, But what if they're, risk takers and they try to get a shorthander? And we'll see. But it's all in Chicago's hands right now. At least the start of the third. So we'll go take a quick break and come right back.
It was basically the sport for me, and I knew that. I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program. Great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started Edge 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, gaining some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Trying to work on the penalty kill here. The Acme Bar and Grill penalty kill for the Spacemen. Chicago back in their zone with it now, working on about 45 seconds of man advantage play here. And advancing the puck. So he picked it up and kind of got it almost taken away is Jordan Tricosis, and he tried to just play it out of his glove, but as he was advancing in, it goes in and out of his glove, and it looked like a hand pass. Sure, it's pretty close, so nonetheless, Spacemen get a break there. He was coming in strong. Now here comes Chicago taking a look, going in strong, and gets taken down on stick. Horseshoe does. He may get this thing back here. His double team Scully is. Cothran is there to protect as well. Scully gets a hold of it, tries to fire it down, but it's kept in by defense. Taking a look. Oh, he's got to come back and retreat, gather it up. Horseshoe there with it. In and hits the feed of Tumbrek, who's helped out the Spaceman there, picking up the shot in slot. He's not happy. He's back to the bench. Now we are looking at even strength. So we were back to 5-on-5 here. Didn't see the pass there, so Chicago kind of lost sight of that. Willington with it, feeds it on the boards. And here we go, taking a stretch pass. It's broken up. Good defensive effort by Chicago, but not so fast. Michon picks it up, dumps it in. And actually played by Beauville just to make sure his D picked it up. Out in the neutral, coming up strong. Trying to get something going as the Cougars off the hands of Plummert. Almost had a breakaway play there. Tone picks up. Sees player go down, feeds, goes over, takes a shot. Cheney couldn't get it in the net, and it's going to be kept and played by Vachon. Tone with it now. Tone just rounding out the corner here. Taking a look, Cheney's got to just try to poke it in there. He wasn't in position to get a good shot, but tried nonetheless. In the slot, now it's going to be picked up Chicago, and they got defense beat. Here they go back strong as Vachon playing the stick. Takes him off the play.
Oh, what a defensive effort.
Yeah, nice reach play there, and didn't trip him, but he played that stick when he had it on the puck. Good effort. Tone taking some bruises here, plays strong. Vachon with it now. And Tassat tried to pick it up on the backhand, and it rolled over. And here comes Chicago now. Trying to get through, hits his own guy, just barely. Couldn't squeak through cleanly. Vachon almost coughs it up. It's in the slot. Spock feeds it, goes on the boards, and now it's going to go for an ice. Grittis just came off, so he's probably heading back. Yeah, Spock tried to feed on the boards. That wasn't the angle he wanted. I thought it was a good angle, but the way it just kind of maybe hit some snow or something, it just went straight down the ice. Byler on the draw, wins it. Backstrom picks it up. And now it's going to be still a battle. Byler can't get there on the reach because he's tied up with Riani. Kirscher with it now. Kirscher lets it go so he can get it to play it. Byler takes, he gets through a check. Still with it. Still with it. Taking a look. Oh, it's bouncing. Oh, I thought it was going to roll over the shoulder of Beauville, but he was searching for it. Speed's picked up. Now it's going to be picked up by Giddis. Oh, it gets the pass behind, and it goes up for an ice against the Spacemen. All right, so 3:15 has ticked away here, so a lot of time left in the third. Still tied up and even strength right now. But the face-off's going to be in the defensive zone for the Spacemen. Pauling versus Byler on the face. Chicago with it, takes a shot. He goes high and around, and it's going to be gathered up and played by Tricosis. Now it's going to be Giddis getting it up, and shot was put in. I don't know if it was going to go wide or it just was tipped out wide. Another attempt. Now Baxter will pick this up. Backstrom gets through, feeds it up to Spock, who gathers it, and he takes a weird in and out of the stick, but nonetheless gives it to Byler, and they're going on a change. Can Backstrip hold this? He needs, well, he did pretty well. I was going to say he needs a retreat if his line's gone. All right, so here come the Spacemen now. Ronan trying to go in. Ronan's tied up on the boards. Chicago with it now. Got a good look on a pass. Now got to come back strong. Mayuk. But it was an icing, so no need to. Spacemen have chosen to take glove side. Let's see what they can do with this. 15:54 remaining. Puck drop. Credit Spaceman with it. Bonin tried to go early, but he caught a shin pad. It's off the glass. It's going to be in the neutral. Pushed off the play. Good coverage there. Cheney comes back to help out. Oh, just out of the reach, but it's on target. And it's going to be played by Chicago. Pass put down the ice. Spaceman with it now. Move off the boards. And turned over Chicago. Let's see if they come in strong, and here they do. Taking a look, and it's high all around the corner. Self clears. Chicago on the, just gets onside. Nicolucci feeds it. Turned over, and it's a bouncer or a flopper that he easily stops. Jordan Nicolucci shuts it down, and they'll take a face-off. Chicago will in their attacking zone. So it's the Harrington-Byler show, and it is going to be won by Chicago, but oh, what a stop there, a point-blank attempt. Just goes in and out of the stick of a Spaceman. It gives Orship a chance to get something there, but shot and save and covered in a lot of snow up against Beauville, but good stop there by Nicolucci, who just played that one well as he was pretty much hammered right there a foot away. Spacemen win the draw on the faceoff coming in. And a windup. Scully with a shot. Working in the corner. He may get a second chance, but no, he can't. He's going to come back on D. Here comes Chicago trying to make this 3-on-2, but now comes back Lacey. Scully tries to gather that out of there. Plays his guy well. He shuts down the effort of Calzada. Oh, getting the puck almost turned over. Close. In the danger zone all around the netminders. A little scary. Burge with it now. Sees a lane, but goes out wide. He picks it up out of the corner. Byler's going to try to gather this up. It's getting shoved around off the play. Scully on the keep. And this is still going on. Scully throws his stick
behind the play.
Yeah, throws the stick, and the official's not seeing any of it. Scully may come in on a open ice check at some point if he's going to just get hammered on a no call. Here it comes. And that'll work. All that action set the play up. And Belleville never had a chance. The Spacemen take the lead. So the first lead of the game for the Fort Wayne Spacemen coming at 6 minutes and 1 second of the third period. And we're pretty familiar with them. They don't need to lead the entire thing. They just need to find the place to lead it. Off the draw, tied up there in the circle there. It's picked up, put into the opposite corner by Cawthorn. Oh, Kirsha has to pick it up as it hits the elbow of the Chicago player as the dump in there from Giddis. Oh, out of reach. Chicago's going to come out with it. See where they go. Right in front of their bench, still working it. It's going to come across and see. It's going to. Brody Burge on that goal. Wellington trying to feed up Kirsch. It's going to go for an icing. And they wave it off. Chicago's got to come back and pick it up. And now goes right back to the effort there of Timbrick. Timbrick's been on a couple of plays here. He's just trying to march in, and the Spaceman been stopping. Shot in and out of the pads. A rebound almost right back to him. Chicago with it. Trying to feed it out. Takes a crazy bounce off the glass. Toussaint gathers it up. He's trying to feed into the slot there. He's going to pick it up himself. Takes a shot, and it rolls in. Toussaint had worked that puck. So just like that, they double the lead. So Toussaint made it look easy, but he was battling there. Not necessarily struggling, but battling to keep possession of the puck and find the right place to put it. And where it looked like he had better opportunities at a shot, the one that looked the weakest is the one that went in.
And what do we have, a penalty or injury?
No, we should be, well, it looks like one for Chicago. Walking off the ice is Sean Gagnon, I believe.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on when I saw him behind that penalty area.
Yeah, he's hopefully
nothing serious.
Yeah, let's hope that he's going to be looked at and gets back into this game. So a shot and a save there. Beauville wouldn't give that up. We're talking about Sean Gagnon heading back to his locker room with our trainer. So, but he's heading back. He just looks a little wore out. So hopefully he's not hurting too bad. It is good to see that he's walking and moving everything. So. All right, puck drops, going to be picked up Chicago. Chicago tries to round it out. It's going to be kept in. Defense there. Bonin goes down. Chicago bodies up, and now the puck's found back into the Fort Wayne zone by Mayuk. Mayuk feeds over to Bonin. Bonin goes off the boards. Tries to give to Lacey. Lacey shoved off the play. The puck's in the zone. Chicago looking to get rid of it. And now it comes all the way back. It's gathered up by Scully. Scully's got some momentum, and it's taken out. Gets offsides as the puck finds its way back into the neutral. So 11:46 near the halfway mark, and the Fort Wayne Spacemen have finally found their ways coming into this period. And so far it's 6:01. Brody Burge picks up the goal to give it a tight the one-up effort. Chase Lacey and Michael Scully on the assist there, and then the latest, Alex Toussaint at 7:14 gives the 2-goal lead. And that was unassisted. And that's where we are. Chicago with it now, trying to work it out of their zone. Get the pass. Oh, goes out of reach. But here they come, trying to get something here. Puts on the brakes, gets patient, gets a good pass off. But good defense. Scully putting body on. Tombrink tries to feed it around. And it's battled there. Riani there. Now it's going to be turned over. It's picked up Moynihan. Moynihan's got to try to get going here. Puts body on, gives a chance for Spock to get a hold of it, and he does. Spock wants to retreat, and he does. Scully with it now. Scully feeds it over to Vachon. Vachon feeds to Cawthorn, but he gets through his stick. Now gathered back up by Vachon. Vachon with it now. Vachon's going to leg it out, but he puts it in the corner. Gets changes for the Spacemen. Chicago will gather it up in the corner, and it's picked up by Birkin Cotter. Feeds it around. Plumbert with it. And now Spacemen turnover. Shanae gets it. Shanae taking a look, goes back door on the backhand, trying to do something. It's knocked out of the air, swing and a miss. Going to Backstrom with it. Backstrom feeds soft up into the corner. Backstrom back with it. He's going to put it in. It goes wide. Now it's going to be gathered by Chicago, and Chicago's going to try to clear, and it's still, well, it just got out. Shanae with it now. Shanae dumps it in. Around it goes. Vachon on the change. Chicago's trying to feed it down. They do to Orishvez. Coming in strong, Muskovich in. He gets it taken away. Backstrom feeds it onto the boards, but he puts it right in to the hands of, onto the body, Muskovich. And now trying to gather this up and trying to turn with a shot and a whistle for the net off. As Orishvez had picked up the puck, and he's like, man, come on. He had some room there, and had a chance because he dug into the boards to pick up the puck, and he just got taken off the play. Now here's your chance to get it on the face-off. But the Spacemen will say, hey, not so fast because we want to control it out of our zone. Toussaint on the drop, and he's going up against Harrington. Orishvez gets the puck back, and he's in the position where he started. But he's got a little more pressure this time. Shot and save in and out of the pads. Going to be pushed up, and another shot! And a pretty good attempt there by the Chicago's effort. Now the puck's loose, working into the corner. Backstrom will come out with it. Backstrom is getting all tied up. The official does not see that Toussaint went down. He's kind of losing sight of this, and you got an offside call here. Is all you get. So the officials got to get some eyes in the back of the head because they're going to take advantage of him just staring at the play or the advancement of the play, where it's going.
Things are getting chippy behind the play. He's got to have eyes everywhere.
Yep. So the linesman's going to talk to him about what he saw, which is good. Face off. Spacemen come out with it. They're going to, that was a good move not to go back to Bonin. It's going to be tied up, and Bonin will come with it now. Now off he goes. Here he goes. He's got Byler with him. He's got it beat. He's got the size. Oh, he's got it almost in there. He comes out with the puck, however.
3, 4, 5 juggles. Wow.
Yeah. Spaceman now putting on the speed. Good shot by Lacey. It's still up front, wide. It's going to be gathered up by Chicago. Chicago's trying to clear it out. Running on the keep, and here comes Chicago now. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Here they go. See him shot and save out. It comes loose, covered, gathered up, and protecting the goaltender. The Spacemen come up. Good effort. Wow. Jordan Nicolucci, Montreal, Quebec. It's a good effort by Chicago as they were coming down strong, had the 2-on-1 developing. And they did get a shot off. Tumberg versus Cawthorn. Cawthorn ties him up so Willington can get a hold of it. Kershaw lets it get out. Spock's on the chase. Here comes Chicago. On the backhand effort, didn't do so well, but here comes Spaceman. Kershaw gathers it out of there. He's got to pick up the speed, and he does. He gets a pass over the backhand and a shot. Spock there. He gathered up and went forehand. Now it's going to be dumped out. It's coming down for the icing. Let's see what the Spacemen do here.
Deceptive pass there by Cawthorn down there, looking like David Pasternak or something.
I sure love the creativity in it. Here's Cawthorn on the draw. Scully will pick up, takes a shot, hits a Chicago player. Ooh, ugly
Arm
hit,
goes
and
up
it's
for
a
that
call.
one.
Yeah. Yes, he's going down. That's ugly. It's going to give him a boarding?
I think that would qualify as boarding.
Yeah. It's pretty wicked. Yeah, Brett Tumbrick. Looks like a pretty solid guy, so yeah, probably a little more on the lean there, so. You're another just different position by a few inches, and it's a darn good hit, so.
Right.
But shot high, goes over the head. Ballville. Picked up. Spaceman looking around and see if they can take advantage of this. cross. Couldn't pick it up to Toussaint. It's off of Giddis' effort there. So the Rudy Cigar Shop power play, a shot, and it's sitting there, and Beauville can't get to it. It's loose, just out of his reach, and they score. He was swimming for it, could not get it, and the Spacemen pick up another power play goal.
A little bit of chaos down low, and they grabbed a hold of that opportunity. Cut that power play short.
Tucker Tone leads the way there. We'll credit him with that. It's so far away, it was so hard to see, but I could see the work that Beauville was putting in.
I don't think the Spacemen are looking to stop there.
Yeah, they're still hungry. Michonne with it. He gets pushed off by Muskovich. Backstrom with it now. Backstrom's coming up with some steam here. Far side, Lacey. So Mayuk picks up a stat as well off the goal, and it's going to be, out all the way. Nicolucci comes out and a shot, and it goes wide. He's going to watch the back door. He does, and that's off. Michonne there. A hit after the whistle there against Michonne, and it's the frustration now is starting to show in Chicago. Yeah, it's tough on the up and down. Nikolay Orshev just got a little frustrated there. You know, when you hit those highs, and he had open net wraparound, and Vashon came back and bodied up, it's tough. So I'm not mad at him at all. That was a great play. By both. Orshev was just so pumped. You know, and you want that out of your player. That's passion, buddy. And I like to see that. You know, not the fighting afterwards. If it happens, it happens. But
right,
just that drive.
I like to see people hungry.
Yeah. I mean, he wanted that, and he tasted it. He was that close, just that close. So Spacemen here on another power play effort. Willington on the pass. He comes back to him. Sean feeding. Trying to stuff it in. No doing this time. And Chicago on a good clear. They're playing tight around Beauville when they did that on that last goal, and it so the Tucker Tone power play goal. Mayuk on the assist as well as Giddis. Now working down ice, and it's going to be a shot maybe. Played out. The pressure there put on by Halling. It's a good attempt. Still a lot of time left on the clock. Power play here for the Spacemen as they hold behind goal line. Rudy Cigar Shop power play. Second time we get to mention that. Chicago trying to clear it, and there's some momentum here. Can he get a hold of the puck? And he's working. Gets hit off the play. Is the effort of Riani. Riani's back up. He's trying to intercept. Putting the pressure on. Trying to spoil the pass. Toussaint with it now. Toussaint coming in strong. He lets it sail over soft and an easy shut down by Beauville. Nobody can get there. Back door was open, but the puck was a little slow to let go. So easy stop for Beauville, and they will face off. I think they elect using his glove side. Kept in by Giddis. Toussaint with it now. Working alone on boards. Giddis with it now. Giddis taking a look. He takes a shot and shut down. And that slot just kind of opened up for him and took the chance. Nicolucci's talking with the stick as the clock's starting to run out. Chicago looking to get something here, but Toussaint came in and picked up the puck. Looks like they were going to easy pick it up and launch it. Oh, tried to feed the back door there. With Chenet's effort. Around it goes. It's going to be gathered up into the hands of Tumbrick, maybe, but actually picked up by D. Tone on the kick there. Shot in the glove and held on. Nicolucci had to gather it up there, but he held on to it. So face-off be in Fort Wayne defensive zone. Chicago on the shot. They picked up on the draw, dropped it back D, took a shot. It was going to go high and wide, but Nicolucci grabbed it out of the air. And we'll hit the reset button and do it again. Same thing, Chicago with an out, taking another shot, goes across. And defense hesitates, but it works for him. But off a skate, it bounces. Byler working. As it went, when Spock went up to try to pick it up, and Chicago's trying to shut it down. Now working behind the goal line. Chicago digs it out. Spock there trying to get it back. Ties it up in the skates on the board. Still working it. Harrington gets a piece of it. Spock going down, but Spock gets it. Oh, he tried to feed point. He clears it out. Nicolucci loses the stick momentarily. Backstrom picks it up. Backstrom loses it over to Scully. Scully picks it up. Good pressure by Chicago as they put a two-man pressure right there. Now they're back in their zone. It's going off. Good pick here, but he's going to get hammered off the play. Oh, it's sitting there for the taking. Can Moynihan get it out? He's double teamed. He gets shut off the play, looking to point. And it's, Byler had that. And now Byler has it. He comes swinging through there and lost the puck. But now the Chicago gets it back. Still with it. Backstrom with it on the backhand. Kierscher with it. Kierscher tried to get it through. Picked up. And it is Byler gets it now. That was picked up by Spock to feed over to Byler. Byler puts it back. Kierscher putting on the speed there, but Chicago's down here on the Spaceman change. Lacey trying to get it out of the air. It's a three-man D right now. Willington with it, feeds it over. Vachon's got to come back and get him. He's got some room here to go. There he goes. He's got Lacey with him. Feeds it across over to Kierscher. Lacey's the right D now. Burge working as the puck goes up. Burge is the other defense. Vachon's back in the spot. And on the reach, good stop. Burge is going to be shoved on the bench. The puck, it's almost kept in. Rather have possession in the neutral than battle so hard in the attacking and lose it. Here they come. Chicago looking to feed it in the corner. Vachon coming down. Goes out in front, and it's covered. Covered by Jordan Nicolucci as in the area. It's coming strong was Plummer, who was coming across and could have had an opportunity there. All right, so here we are on the draw. Tucker Tone skates underneath. Feeds it. Chenet with it now. Chenet's going to feed, but it's broken up. Chicago now with it. Here they come up strong. Running there. Tone with it alone. Tone's trying to get through. Pushed off the play. Easy pickup by, solid defensive play. Easy pickup by Chicago. Wasn't given to them. They earned it. On the backhand, on the back door. And it's back door couldn't get set. Easy stop there for Beauville. About the 2-minute warning here in the third. Spacemen 5-2 over Chicago. This game started at 14:08 in the first. Chicago with Muskovitz getting a goal scored from get some help from Harrington and Tumbrick. Get that started. It was the only goal scored in the first. They led the whole entire first period, and now they find themselves in a deficit here. Mayuk feeds it up, gets it over. Tucker Tone with it now. Tucker Tone's got one man to get around. He's trying to get through. Now he's sandwiched, but goaltender almost got taken out of that as well. Chicago will pick it up, trying to get it out. Trying to keep it in. Backstrom. Now he's got to size him up. Gives a chance for Chicago to set up, but they made a change, so taking a shot. Couldn't get it on in the net was Plumbert. Bonin with it. Around it goes. Coming up hard to pick it up. Oh, and the shin pads or skates of tone. You hear that up here. Trying to dance it in and held down. Fired it right on Nicolucci. Good solid. I believe it was Harrington that took that shot. Came in strong. .111. Harrington versus Cawthron. The puck is there for the taking. It's still down. And a shot and another one. Tell you what, Nicolucci is solid when they're just from the face-off dots in, man. And they are just, they've been firing him on it. He stays right with it. He's not giving it up. I mean, granted, they're shooting on him, but he's setting himself up so they will.
Definitely a technically sound goaltender.
Yes. Comes, oh, it just gets underneath the defense, so they can't hang on, and that's off the efforts of Seco. Under a minute. Oh, down goes Dean. Hell's picked up. Burge with it. See if he feeds up the point. Now turned over. Chicago D strong. Burge still working. Chicago's just going to look to clear it out. And it's kept in by Backstrom. Backstrom's got some. Oh, and it's turned over. Here we go, one-on-one. 20 versus 20. Cawthron with it on the backhand. It's going to be kept in. It's in the corner. Burge will pick this up. He's behind goal line. 32 seconds remaining. He's holding on. The stick is thrown out of. As Giddis lost his, he's number 20, lost his stick to Tumbrick, number 20. Cawthron will pick this up. Can he poke it? He's got it. Cawthron's got it. He got it over to Lacey. Back to Cawthron. Cawthron looking. It gets taken away. Here comes Chicago trying to mount one last charge. They're about 11 seconds. Puck's dumped in on the laid offside. Now Chicago with it. Here they come. 4 seconds. Try to get one more time in. Gets pushed off the play. Just throwing it in the zone, and that will be the buzzer. Fort Wayne Spacemen pick up their first victory of the season after their first game. It's a home game, and they did it in front of the home fans. What a showing. They gave up one in the first, and it took till 6 minutes and 51 of the second period for the Spacemen to tie this up. And then it was a lead change again when Chicago came back and picked up a one-up goal, and then Toussaint brought it back, and then it was just from there on out, the Spacemen kept putting them in there, and it ended up 5-2. So good effort by your Fort Wayne Spacemen premier. They will see this team tomorrow night, and we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, it took a little while, but they really wore them down. It was a matter of endurance or willpower, what it was, but once it was close, and now it is not.
Good effort by the Fort Wayne Spacemen. They sized it up in the first and started to try to take it over in the second, and they sure did it in the third because they answered three, had three unanswered. So on the shots there, that shows the Fort Wayne Spacemen outshot them 21-46.
That's believable.
For the total, yeah. So, yeah, it was a slow first period, and they finally came back around. So if there's anything you want to put in this, Eric, we'll let you take over here. We've got 3 goals to show here real quick before we sign off. So we'll throw those in.
First one up here.
This is the Brody Burge goal. Oh, as he picked up the back door, yeah.
A little backdoor tappy.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much easier for the goal scorer.
That was scored by Brody Burge.
Brody Burge, fan favorite here at Ice House.
Yeah, Jace Lacey and Michael Scully in on the assist. This one should be the unassisted. Yeah, Toussaint, yeah.
Yep,
and he was
with an absolute snipe.
Yeah, he was working that puck. Kept thinking, the way these teams have been playing, it's easy turnovers all the time, and you get it back or you turn it over. So, yeah, that was Toussaint's unassisted goal.
We'll let it play a little bit.
Yeah, this is the Tucker Tone effort. It's a power play. He digs it out of the boards here.
Hard battle in the corner.
Speeds it, and wind up. Oh, this is the one where the goalie's just swimming for it. Yeah,
a little bit of chaos in front of the net, right?
Well, he's on his knees, but man, he is just everywhere. Yeah, so that's Tucker Tone's goal. It's a power play goal, and that one is Maxim Mayuk and Heracles Giddis on the assists on that, and that shut her down. And yeah, we mentioned the shots in this period. It was 18 shots by the Spacemen, as they had 18 in the second, 10 in the first. And versus Chicago, 6 in the first, 7 in the second, 8 in the third. So some power plays gave the effort or the chance for the Spacemen to really start pounding the net and starting to wear down Beauville. But he had a solid effort and a pretty good game up just till when they started pouring it in and getting some advantages there. But yeah, that was penalty minutes where the Spacemen would come out with the Chicago ended up with 8. Had the 8 minutes versus 6 minutes on penalties.
Spacemen had what?
2 for 3 out of those.
2 for 3?
Yeah, and 1 for 2 on Chicago. So, yeah, power plays were definitely a factor
Big
tonight.
factor.
Yeah. So let's see what comes out about that tomorrow, see if they stay out of the box or, do the old try to draw in the other guy and keep it even up. Because this is a pretty tight matchup just until the end. I mean, if you were watching this thing throughout, it was like, I was going to mention when it was 2-2. I love, and we all love to see a good, sharp game. Two warriors out there.
No room for mistakes. That's where, mistakes and penalties. That's where these games are decided.
Yeah, and you want to see your team get all the points, but I like to see a really fought match, and that was Chicago tonight, and we'll see that again tomorrow night. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Yeah. Tune in, I should say.
Speaking of tomorrow, we got 4 o'clock elite action, followed by 7 o'clock premiere once again.
And tomorrow will be the last day of summer.
Oh, boy.
I don't think the weather is really changing, but it just sounds different. I love fall, so fall's going to be great.